Good morning, everybody. If you are American, happy Memorial Day. And if you are not American, happy Monday. Welcome to, the rest of the world. This is going to be another stream of concept art and entertainment design in VR with Oculus Medium. And truthfully, I have no idea what I'm going to make. I'm not really sure yet. I'm kind of thinking perhaps some kind of Star Wars-esque speeder bike, like that, but I'm not sure. So let's start sketching that as if that's what we are going to do and see how it goes. I have symmetry turned on, and I'm just roughing in to see if this is what I want. This is obviously super loose, and that's kind of the point, is just to be open to seeing if this is an idea we want to work with or not. Let's see. So if this were, let's see, a human thing, then person would have to sit here. Something like that. Obviously super crude, but just to get an idea. Do we want to give it a little bit of that? So that would be sort of, well, put your things back on, an idea that we could work with for a speeder bike, if that's how we want it to go. Not sure that it is, but I'm going to start. Let's see. Yeah, so clearly saw Solo yesterday. Opinions on it, as with most things these days, seem to be pretty starkly divided. There are those who liked it, those who thought it was boring, those who liked it but thought it had too much social justice warrior in it, whatever the hell that means. I don't know. I enjoyed it. To me, though, so no spoilers, so don't worry. But to me, Solo was kind of like watching a beautiful piece of German engineering operate. It made sense. It was internally consistent. It did what it was supposed to do. It did not surprise you. There was very little, what I'll say is magic, for lack of a better word, in it. It was like watching a machine, a finely tuned machine, do what it's supposed to do. In some ways, appealing, interesting, certainly. Maybe not super exciting, but I enjoyed it. Again, though, as a concept artist, maybe my needs are a little different than other people's, because I thought the things that I look for in a movie like that are, were there massive plot holes in the story? No. Is it pretty? Yes. Was it reasonably well acted? Yeah, sure, for a Star Wars movie. I mean, we're talking about a movie that has Anakin Skywalker in it, as a franchise. There's not a lot of great acting. Frankly, even the original trilogy, Low I.B., Criminal, is not like, outside of Alec Guinness, yeah, not exactly the world's best acted movie. But I liked it. So anyway, that's probably what's causing me to think in terms of something like this. And there's just a rough sketch of a speeder bike. It's not terribly unique or interesting, but maybe we can start with that as somewhere to go. I think I'm just going to rebuild it. These are pretty simple in general. I really probably didn't need to make a sketch. I'm just thinking out loud while I did it. So to me, when I look at these things, the principal design elements of a speeder bike like this, it's kind of this is sort of a Harley sort of one as opposed to a fast one, is they're basically built like giant wedges. That's the shape you're looking at, and your person's here, and your engine's there. But they're basically forward-leaning wedges with pipes and crap sticking off the edge. They're not complex. Most of the Star Wars ones seem to have these things out the side. I'm sure that there's, well, no, I'm not sure, but there might be a reason for it. But this, you've seen this in everything from, I guess, Empire or sort of Return of the Jedi to a lot of French cartoons, heavy metal style stuff across the board. It's the flying Harley, and there's nothing wrong with the flying Harley. So let's nuke the res on it a lot. Actually, I don't even think I'm going to keep it. I'm just going to delete it because I can remake a flying Harley just fine, and we don't need to worry about the space. Increase the res once. Let's move this shape back into the middle so I can be working on it correctly. The bounding box is there. There I am. And how do we want to start it? I think we're going to start it with just a center line. Continuous, yep. Down. Hopefully I'm reasonably close to vertical. So that's going to be our axis. Let's make it a little longer, a little bit out. That's going to be our axis for the vehicle. We're going to put the chair right in there. So let's, again, just sort of laying that out there. And let's say laying this there. That's kind of an interesting idea to have it be X-winged out like that. So I'm just dropping in the skeleton form. Trying to, and if that's as long as that is, I think it needs to be longer. I think I'm making it. I want to be aware of the fact that I tend to make things squishy and too short. So engine there. Yeah, okay. So that's our starting form. Let's go on from there. I'm going to start laying in some stuff. One second. I'm dinging. Am I dinging because I can't be seen or because I can be seen? Yeah, okay, it's fine. It's a new layer. Go away. And actually, go back to the old layer. Decrease the res on it because I don't need to be that high. I'm trying to be very careful about my polys. Custom shapes. I just made a couple of these today. Let's see if we can use this as our form. Move tool, active layer only, inner radius up. Filling it out. If you've watched me do these before, then you kind of know this is how I tend to do it, is I make a skeleton and then I skin it. And the easiest way to do that is just to lay something in and then use the move tool. Grab and pull. And because I'm in a very early stage still, I'm not worried about lining things up perfectly because I'm just going to fill it and then I can delete it. And part of the thing with these is to make them look a little bit grody anyway. Um, let's do it. I want to shrink it down a little bit, flatten it. There we go. Down. And I'll fill that. And I'm just going to fill that in later. And clay again. Fill that in. And clay. Okay. All right. So our basic body part there. Clay. And we probably didn't even need to deal with that, but it was fun. So let's build up something like that. And maybe make it that. No, let's reverse it so it gets the cool shapes on the backside. Like that. And then we're going to want to have something down here like that. And then the feet rest somewhere like that. And then we're going to move it so it fits right better. I'm not sure that this isn't too straight. Give it a bit more backing. All right. Yeah, definitely going to need to be longer. Let's just go back to layer 1. See, I tend to make everything too stumpy, and I think it's gonna be better. So how are we feeling for that? Yeah, it's more like it's got a mosquito shape to it. That's kind of cool. So, person sitting here. That engine shape is going to need to be bigger too, but let's just go back to a new layer. Give me more room to maneuver stuff. And gotta decide what kind of a shape we want for the engine. I think we're gonna go with. I made this yesterday. It's kind of a neat thing. Single. That didn't get lined up properly, but it's cool enough. And then, actually, before we do that, we're on a new layer. Let's grab the front, pull it out. Nah, not that far. That far? Sure. Cool, and I like that. Gives us some neat cut lines and stuff that are cool. And narrowed it in. There's our engine. Clay. Continuous line. Shrink it down. Throw that in there. Yes. Do the same. There. It's going to be, it's essentially, a jet engine with a seat on the back and some kind of magical gyroscope. And it's still going to need to be longer. But I think rather than build it on longer like that now, let's just see if we can't do that. Yes. Okay. That's now starting to feel right to me. Although that needs to angle a bit more. Better. I like how it's getting a little bit, it's some of the, artifacting, but it's kind of cool for goodness bumps. So that's sort of our basic. Then we're going to need some kind of a handlebar section here. Let's go to another new layer. grab us something squarer than that. I'm resisting the urge to use my cryopod shape because I use it all the time, and I'm trying real hard not to this time, just because again I use it all the time. Not quite. Kind of cool. Can we do the same with it down here to kind of make ourselves feel better about it? Sure. Well, I'm kind of missing a little bit of that. It's a little bit like that. Just do it as a one shot. Yeah, let's do it a one shot. We are exploring our shape language here because we don't exactly know what we want our shape language to be in this case. We're trying to iterate into something that works for us. And it may take us a little bit. But that's how it's going. We're trying to iterate in versus always knowing. So the other thing I'm trying to play with lately is I've come to realize for myself that I don't do enough cut shapes. That a lot of times cutting into something can be even better than adding on to it. That it gives it more of a sense of form than just continually adding. And it makes for, with this kind of clay, complexity gets really quick, really strong, really quick. Like you can do a lot with a cut form really quickly. So we're going to try doing that. Here's where our control thing's going to need to be. Let's see if we can find a different shape for that. Let's go with that. Yes, liking that. It's got some like screen action or something going on there. That's cool. Just fill that in there. Fill that in there a little bit. Yes. Yes. Now we still need some handlebars up here, but I know we have handlebars because I use them all the time for other stuff. So we'll go back to our mechanical and look for something, one of the handlebar shapes that we like. And I think we're actually going to use these sunglasses as handlebars. Double levers? Sure. Why? I don't know. But I like that. That's cool. In fact, let's just try the outer level. They're going to have balls on them there. And we'll give both of them. No, too much of a socket there. Better. Nah, we'll just leave it straight in. But yeah, so it's got these like grip things there, which I'm digging. And we're going to give it some kind of a foot pedal too. We'll use the same shape. Actually, let's use this to start with. Everyone knows I love that shape. Okay, we need a new higher res though. New layer. There we go. So let's think how this is going to go. Back a little bit. Because it's sitting here down. So your feet are going to be like here. And then let's see if we can't do a better job. Either make it a little bit bigger and then move. Down. And then Still, no, it's too high. I want it to be down here. That's where that's going to move in. Something there. Yep. Clay. And, oh yeah, that'll be cool. Let's use that shape. And then something like that. Still too high, I think. Let's take the whole thing and move it down like that. I'm gonna keep it straight. I wish I had a straight constraint thing on it. No, it's too silly looking. It looks like feet. Foot. Still looks like feet. Maybe we're not ready for that yet. Let's leave it off. Let's build down first to give it some more body shape before we get to that. And for that, let's use that shape. Something like that. Sure. And then do it again. Like that. Cool. Yeah. And then in the front, turn it all the way over. As big as we can get it. Yep. And but turn around. Now turn this around. Where's the end coming from? Where's it going? It's on that side. Where am I? Oh, I'm to the end of that shape. I'm to the end of that box. It's a new layer. I could adjust it there, but let's just move the box forward. I'm like, what the heck's going on? That's what's going on. Which is actually cool because it'll let me now move it. And like that. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So we've got our kind of like an engine block thing down at the bottom. Now I think we can add the foot pedals. So let's reverse back up. So human down, feet are going to be about there. Clay, right there. That seems about right. Let's actually use those for foot pedals. That's kind of cool. I'll take that and maybe we connect them. And then we build up. Then we move up. Yep. We're going to need to add some other down things, but that's position-wise, that is correct. I think we're going to need to fill in a bit more there too. Let's use this. Cool, liking that. And then same thing on this side. Fill it in a little bit more. There. Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking that. Scratch my nose, sorry. Okay. All right. So there's where the feet are going. That will probably fold up when the bike stops, but for right now, good. It's as large as that piece will get, which is too bad because I kind of wanted to use it there. Can I get a different piece? As large as that'll get. That's cool. The disadvantage to being super high res at this point, though, is that we are limited by size. It does shrink things down. Is that gonna look too much like a weird boob? No, it's okay. I'll actually kind of dig on it. I can't do that though. Same level. Let's fill that space in there. With something I haven't used in a lot of, just to get something different. Starting to have used a lot of these. A lot. That's what happens when you do this stuff every day. I use that one. Yeah, you do this every day and you're like, wow, I actually don't have that many shapes. I've used them a lot. But that's cool. And that's why you want to, as much as you can when you're making these, really remember to adjust and change your shapes, because you will use them over and over again, and you don't want it to be obvious to the people. It's gotten too strong for me, which means yes, it's time for the cryopod. I just like it too much. But I will, again, adjust the heck out of it. Let's go to new layer. Increase it 1, but not a lot more, so we can get bigger. Put it underneath our seat like that. And move it. And then stretch it. So, yeah, I like that it goes up like that. Kind of sticks to the same shape language that we're going with here. I think we are going to need to add a little bit down there as well. And we're going to need to fill in that space here, which I knew before. I think I'm actually just going to use, it's kind of not that it's going to show, but just to give it some kind of a shape. Just fill it with that. Not because we're going to use that, but although maybe here. Move, can I just grab that? Just merge that in. Grab that, bring it out. Get some fin sort of thing going on. Yes, okay. Silhouette's still reading nice. Still feels real skinny, but that's okay. We're going to widen it out a little bit, and these things should feel real skinny. I think we are going to give it some kind of like a wing action a little bit, but not a lot. Ugh, wow, okay, I filled that out. We'll have to fix that. We knew we wanted something on top of there anyway. Clay, not that shape this time though. This shape, maybe. Yeah, I don't hate. Well, actually, I do hate. I hate lots of things, but I don't hate that. No, but let's try a new thing I just made this morning. I was kind of playing around with these. Actually, I made this yesterday, but this is kind of cool, I think. Yeah, just like it's literally just a sense that whoever's made this, whoever marauder has just bolted the crap out of this thing onto here. Bolted in. Yes, digging it. Totally digging it. And then we'll do the same kind of, let's shrink it down a little bit, but can we just, oh, no. No, I think we'll just leave that open, but maybe here, put a plate. Yeah. Plate there, plate around. Plate on the engine? Let's see. Sure. Alrighty. So now, let's save. I have not saved yet today. Okay. Gotta keep track of this shape. I can't go into the end on, but I can put another one here. And then maybe move it up a little bit. Grab the whole thing and move it over a little bit. Yeah. Just want it to feel bolted together. We want it kind of have that like grunge Space Hunter look to it. Then I don't know if I can use this or not. I made this yesterday, or this morning too, rather. It's just yeah, it's a hemisphere with octagons on it, and I don't know why, but sure, I'll put it there. I kind of think it's okay, and maybe another one. No, it's too rounded there. There, sure, there we'll live with it. Okay, so looking at our silhouette, still reading okay. Doesn't appear to be too stumpy. We want to play with this a little bit now. So new layer, because I've already saw that I'm off. So bring it forward so it's just that area now. And now, yeah, we need to fix that. Custom shapes. I'm in my shape language space. Round. How big can I get? About that big. Okay. And this there. Move. There. And I don't like that it tilts up. It's reasonably close. Still tilts up a little bit, but better. Yeah, it's gonna go there. Gives it more of an oomph. We need to like either erase or fix on top of that. Let's go on top with something near. How can I do that? Is this gonna work? Sure. I mean, it's wasting that form a little bit because that was the whole point of that. It's got these cool things on top like that. On the other hand, ooh, maybe like that. Oh, I wish I could make it bigger. Try to line it up right. Okay, so it's got a grill there, and then not a little bit further, but that's fine. And then here, I'm gonna just set. I'm gonna go to simple shape, shrink her down, continuous with the line constraint. Why don't you line up properly, you bastard? And the whole point is just to cover those. I could just probably erase them, but that's cool. And we're going to stay symmetrical for a minute longer, and then we're probably going to go asym on it. Throw those out there. And we're going to go single. Grab that shape. Let's see how that works. Not exactly right, but let's see. Is that better? It's more in line with what I had. Or in line with what I had in mind. I could speak. And all the way. Yeah. Fins, man. It's all about fins. And then maybe we do the same thing there. Going in. Better. And like I said, I'm staying symmetrical right now to put those in place. But I think now I'm going to turn off mirroring and go back to that continuous constraint, shrink her down. So this one's going to be off on its own because I like a little asymmetry in these things sometimes. It's going to go there. I'm going to shrink it down a little more though. It's going to go there. And we'll have one kind of go out there as well. But not that long. We want to make some design choices, so it's going to be a short one. So they're not all the same length. In fact, this one, I think I'll erase back a little bit too. And now let's put some wings on those, some fins. And different shape. One. And one. No. One on that side, yes. And then shrink that one down on that side. How do we feel? No. Trying something. Let's see what happens. Cool. Better. Yeah, so it's got these weird fin things. And they're not symmetrical, but that's okay. I like having a couple things off on it. Clay, turn symmetry back on. And maybe we'll use this shape here. There. Yeah, that's cool. And I'm just going to leave that. I kind of like those bumps there. Alrighty, so let's look at what we've got. Feels like a big gun, essentially. That feels like it's angled up too much. The chair part, damn it. Can I move tool and just grab that? Looks like I can. Let me try doing it. Turn off active layer only. And let's quick save, just because this could be a little weird. I like that better. Yeah, I do like that better. And I think we need to, it means we need to fix that center, but that's easy. And clay, that's what I want to be on. And let's just, oh, outside that area, aren't I? 7. Not sure how I feel about the giant butt here. That's a little too butt-like as I look now. Um, Might be an excellent opportunity for that shape again. Can we just... maximum size. Let's see, how does that feel if we... No, just gonna increase the shiny metal assness of it all. Cage. Cage might do it, but it's gonna need its own layer though. Move tool, active layer only. Shrink it down. It's kind of low res. Before we do that, can we, before we even, yeah. Yes, yes, okay. It's kind of cool actually. Yeah, here we go. Makes it feel less hiding the butt. And cages are just cool for this sort of thing too, because it just feels like someone just literally bolted some metal on top of it. I was like, go nuts. So clay tool, go back and grab that. There, there. An engine feel thing going on. It's probably a little low res if this is more than concept art, but it's not. Cool. And then I want to fit something down the center pipe here. But I think I'm going to turn it around. Yes, very cool. Right. So there is our speeder bike. Kind of liking it. Standard on it. If we get in it, so we're riding now. We're feeling like, yep, that's kind of a cool front vision. So yeah, this would be if it were like full sized. I would be close to sitting in it now. Yeah, that would feel right. That would feel nice. Maybe that could be cool. And then just cut that off because it's kind of wonky. Yep. Yeah, that's cool. Yep. Yeah, all right. Okay. And then I think I'm just going to turn off symmetry again one more time. And put one of those things off this side. Except I can't on that layer. 9. Yes. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Something non-symmetrical. just to keep it feeling real. And I think the rest of this we can fix with some normal maps in terms of adding some like micro texture and stuff to it. And I think it'll be sweet. Quick save. Yeah, I'm digging it. Let's see, how big are we at? 15 mil pols? That's probably enough to stop. Let's export. And thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. I'll post the final up on my Instagram, and now the link for that is on the side of this video. And then once I'm done, I'll take this whole thing and put it up on YouTube as well. So it'll be archived there forever on my YouTube channel. Okay. Have a great day. And if you're American again, enjoy the rest of your Memorial Day. And if you're not, well, enjoy the rest of your Monday. Okay, guys, take care. Later.